Hey guys, Alex from Alpha Kilo Warrior. Welcome to Wednesdays with Alex. Today we are doing an engine run up here on Taxiway November at Francis Gabreski, a little KFOK action here in Westhampton, New York. Come along for the ride. Jeff is pilot in command. That would be VOR Jeff in November, Tree 121. As we're getting ready here for the to roll out onto the runway here, cleared for departure, take a peek at the Air National Guard base that's off to the bottom right on the departure end of runway 24. So if you guys have anything to add to what type of aircraft is in the base, leave us a comment. I'd love to hear about it. So I don't know much about the area, but we do depart runway 24, turn right, head over to Route 27, which is the Sunrise Highway, and then we make our way over Riverhead. So anybody in the area, now's your chance. Hopefully you check my video out here and maybe you can see some of your turf. So this is a really large runway. It's an intersection departure. It's a 9,000 foot runway, and we don't need all 9,000 foot to depart, so we're only using half the runway, so that's really kind of cool. This video is also part of the Fisher's Island series. If you missed Fisher's Island, if you missed the approach into Fisher's Island and the landing and the exploration, I'll leave a little thumbnail there to check that out. That was from this Sunday. Now, and I invite you to watch the arrival into Gabreski. So we do a Fisher's Island to Gabreski this Sunday. So this is like a 3-part series here. So a little bit out of order, but that's because I want to use this feature footage for the Wednesdays with Alex. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I called the airport manager at Fisher's Island before I flew down to Fisher's Island to try to get an idea of what it's like, because I've never been there. Talked to him on the phone. He seemed like a really nice guy. He said, no one's going to be there. Park the airplane, do what you got to do. And then I talked to him because I noticed, I was like, I'm reading that there's an airport landing fee. What do we do about the airport landing fee? And he's like, we'll use the ADS-B data from your aircraft and we'll just send you guys a bill. And I was like, okay, not thinking anything of it, thought that was commonplace, and I thought that was regular practice. I'd been out of flying for many years, and I thought that that's just something that they do, and I never really bothered questioning it. So I came across an article last week, actually, which sparked my interest out there during jury duty, and I got my AOPA magazine from May to keep me occupied, see if I had to take a pick for jury, and I open up to the first page, and I see from the president and CEO of AOPA, Darren Pleasance, talking about ADS-B and its original intent. So I was like, all right, let me read this article. So I'm going to go ahead and read a couple paragraphs from this article. I strongly suggest that you read it. I think it's going to be of importance to you. So here's how it starts. The ADS-B mandate was made effective in 2020, and AOPA supported it because we were assured that the automatic dependent surveillance broadcast out tracking data would only be used to improve air traffic safety and airspace efficiencies, with benefits such as subscription-free traffic and weather. Well, from the calls and emails I'm receiving, that's not entirely the case. Members are voicing frustration and opposition to the use of ADS-B data for purposes other than its intention. I have sent a letter to the acting FAA Administrator, Chris Ruscello, urging the agency to halt the use of ADS-B data in ways that go beyond its original intent. Continues. When AOPA and other aviation organizations cast our support for ADS-B, we were assured that the use of its gathered data would make flying safer and more efficient. And it absolutely has. However, now we are hearing from pilots that the ADS-B, a mandate that aircraft owners invested more than $500 million of their own money to comply with, is being used against them. This includes events such as questionable FAA enforcement acting against a pilot making water landings, a handful of frivolous lawsuits filed against pilots for nuisance trespasses and causing emotional distress by flying over property, and third-party companies using ADS-B data to access personal data and to collect airport fees. So I strongly suggest you take a peek at that article, and I really had no idea that they weren't supposed to be, or from that article I get the vibe that they're kind of abusing it now. So I know that there's a lot of fellow aviation YouTubers out there that have just talked about this stuff, and I kind of, it went in one ear and went out the other. I was like, whatever, it doesn't really bother me because I'm not doing anything that would be considered illegal or break any FARs or do anything, and I was just like, that's how they do things now. I didn't question it. So what are your thoughts? Leave us a comment. Leave me a comment. What do you think about that article? Do you have anything to add to it? Any pros and cons to that? Do you agree with what the airports are doing with these landing fees, charging using ADS-B, or are you just like, I'd like to hear your opinion, so feel free. Somebody's texting me. And look at this view. This is beautiful. I'm gonna sit back for a little bit, watch the view, and then I'll be back in a few minutes here. I'll probably throw some labels in too. But yeah, look at this wonderful view of the northern part of Long Island. I'll be right back.
A lot of fields down here.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. It's absolutely beautiful. I would assume a lot of this is the corn they're talking about.
3 Papa Charlie, what are you doing?
I was going to enter the right base for runway 29.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, how far out?
Listen to this.
Hear it.
3 Papa Charlie. Is that the plane?
3 Papa Charlie, if you want to just proceed further to the southeast to set up the assigned base, that seems a little tight, that's all. You can continue that heading if you'd like.
Yeah,
okay,
that's...
723 Papa Charlie.
Yep, that's their plane.
Number 3 Papa Charlie, tell you what, runway 29, you're cleared to land, wind 1607, gusts to 14.
29.
Runway 29, 723 Papa Charlie.
With the wind at 16?
Traffic is at your 12 to 1 o'clock, 2 miles over at Route 84 southbound out of 1700 Cessna, setting up for 29.
Press San Juan Fox Hotel, we can maneuver as needed.
Roger, sir. Number 91 Golf, traffic's off your left-hand side, 2 miles, northeastbound helicopter at 1800
That's
feet.
how you get up there, right?
Traffic say no Golf.
91 Golf, roger.
And we'll Fox Hotel, we'll pass the
What?
100 and then that's good.
You think they...
Hotel, thank you.
Hear him? He's trying to...
Number 1 Fox Hotel, you're cleared to
0.
land the north helipad. Wind
Plus 1 hundo.
Gust to 14.
Where, how far out?
3032. And you can taxi
I got him,
into
okay.
the...
9 miles to 11 o'clock.
He's at
Same
5,000.
altitude.
And then we'll taxi
I'm
in
going up
you,
to
we'll
55. I
Fox
should be over him. Nope, he's climbing too.
Yeah, we're gonna... I mean...
That's all right. I'm not worried about it
Okay,
just yet.
we'll just keep an eye on it,
He's
brother.
climbing just like we are.
Yeah, I bet. 56307. Oh, look, he did like a loop here. I tracked him.
Really?
Yeah, if you touch him, it gives you what he's done.
As we near the end of this video, I want to say thank you for spending Wednesdays with Alex. I invite you to stop by this coming Sunday for the final part of the series for this Fisher's Island Gabreski trip. Beautiful view. Have a sparkling day.